the Easter weekend in rural Alpine Germany. It's always a wonderful time for the family. We should also use this time to connect with life and death, which I'm gonna explain in some seconds. This year the weather was great. And my dad started the preparations by coloring boiled eggs on Saturday. Eggs are symbols for new life and the awakening of nature in spring. And we make them to be just as colorful as the flowers that start blooming outside now. My mom prepared a fresh yeast wreath we had with our Easter breakfast on Easter Sunday morning. My grandma contributed one of her self-made Easter lamps. The Easter lamp cake is a Bavarian or German tradition, which should symbolize that Jesus Christ got slaughtered as a lamb. That's what the celebration of Easter is all about, to remind us of the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And this gives us the opportunity to make the celebration a little bit deeper than eating colored eggs and lamp-shaped cakes. It is about the duality of life and death and what it can teach us. We live our lives in the fear of death. We try to forget about our finite nature, and we live as if we would never die. But that's a mistake. In my opinion, we need to think about death every day in our conscious minds. That is the only opportunity to live fully. My friend Helena Woods said in one of her recent videos that Buddhist monks are meditating about an early death, the idea of an early death, frequently. I think that's why they are so chilled after all and so happy, mindful. We should do that too. We should think about death, about an early death. But not in a fearful way, more in an accepting way. I now often do this meditation exercise to just wonder about what if I die 2 years from now or 2 weeks from now, whatever. You can do it with every duration you want. And it gives me a calmer mind. I'm calmer about the things that happen in my life. When difficult situations come up, I'm more chilled than I was before because I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's not the end of the world, you know, and we can manage to get over this. And if we die tomorrow, it will be okay. So it gives you a lot of calmness and mindfulness. It can teach us to really live in the present moment, because what if there is no future? What if our life ends tomorrow or whenever? So there is no reason to be fearful about the thing coming up in the future and to go into anxiety or whatever. I was big on this. I was with my mind always in the future. And it's still hard for me to not overthink it. But this meditation exercise to meditate about an early death helps a lot, trust me. Meditation, after all, helps a lot to be more mindful in the present moment. Time is like a flowing river. It seems to run, but we can slow it down and extend the stream by being mindful in the present moment. We need to exercise this skill like a muscle every day. I really think inner peace and a fulfilled, fully lived life can only be achieved if we frequently face death. And we need to do that frequently, because otherwise we forget about it again and we are turning our lives again in this dreamy, unconscious thing it was before. In the afternoon of Easter Sunday, we went out for a walk in the forest. My dad, my grandma, my granddad and I. Flowers are blooming everywhere now, all over the forest floor. Also on the edge of the forest, the meadows started to get colorful. I'm so grateful and happy that my grandparents are so super fit and healthy. They're in their mid-80s now. It's a blessing, and I'm thankful that they decided to live a healthy lifestyle very early on, so we can enjoy so much time together. They're always engaged into sports. My grandma is still doing yoga every morning and biking around the village to get groceries. My grandpa is still skiing in the Alps and lifting weights. They both do a lot of nature walks. They also have been eating meat only once a week since decades. And they use their homegrown organic veggies from their kitchen garden. They also didn't do any drugs, only a little bit of alcohol on very rare special occasions. I want to provide the same bliss of sharing a long, healthy journey to my children and grandchildren, and hopefully also great-grandchildren as well. And that's exactly why I'm living healthy, along with the fact that it makes me feel strong, happy and energetic. As I've spoken of my grandpa skiing, he, my dad and I went into the mountains to do so. 3 generations on the slope. My grandpa is still a better skier than me, what makes me very proud. My grandparents in their house, my grandma also gifted me these wonderful blown out eggs painted by artists. She also showed me her first and only childhood book about the Easter Bunny family. My grandma's family were refugees from the Czech Republic after World War II, and my grandma had to flee when she was in kindergarten. Therefore, the family didn't have much money to afford many toys, which makes this book even more precious to us. I hope you enjoyed the video, friends. Tell me your thoughts about today's topics, and thank you for spending time with me here.